Alrighty. Welcome to Booty Talk, number 2 episode of 2026. So tonight, a couple of things to go over, but obviously the floor is open if anyone wants to ask any questions, either on mic or in the chat, or if there's any issues that or any questions that people have about game or strategy. I'm keeping an eye on the chat. And we'll answer as we kind of go through. So, first and foremost, obviously, I put up an announcement or a post on Twitter this evening, and that is with our launch partnership with Trojan. So, you would have seen that post also on Trip and Ape Tribe, on Shredded Apes as well. I got all 3 of the core projects in for that launch partnership. Now, for those who are unaware of what Trojan is, I should actually probably follow them there. It gives a bit more professionalism. So Trojan is kind of one of the reputable trading platforms that has been on Solana. It's been around for quite a while. Has pretty much almost always been rated in the top 5. So this partnership's just there kind of as a an added utility to the community. Now, with all of these trading platforms, the reason they're able to continue operations is anytime you make a trade, the company typically takes a microtransaction fee from any tokens that you're exchanging or buying. Same with Jupiter, same with Phantom, same with all of those core ones. As a part of the partnership with Trojan, any trading that gets done, they split those fees with their launch partners. Now, because they're basically launching this new element of their trading platform, the Arena, which, let's face it, they probably copied from us. We had the Arena first. If you sign up and complete quests or whatever it is, you can also claim a $50 for free once you go through that setup. So they'll have full details on that on their website. But just basically to walk through, it's your typical trading platform. It is they're claiming their big claim at the moment is it's the fastest on Solana. So especially in those high volume, very quick volatility type platforms, this kind of gives you that competitive edge. When we've talked about the 7 Cs in the past, obviously we've talked about the philosophy of having founders that don't actually play the game is fairly detrimental. So this is a game built for gamers by gamers. They kind of go with the same approach. It's a trading terminal that was built by traders. So it's all the tools and utilities that you kind of want to have in there. They've got all the copy trading tools, token audits, information. Here's the Arena. Oh, look at this. Watch the gold rewards pile up. So we have the Arena. We reward gold. And yeah, I'm gonna have to send them a screenshot of that. That's pretty funny. But basically, it's just a utility to add into the various projects for those who do trade on the side in the various ecosystems. You sign up here, you get that $50 free bonus from them, which you can claim anyway. There's also a bunch of perks for using it over any of the other platforms, and it also helps, grow our total Solana staking pool. So now, as a part of their launch, they have done an amazing, generous kind of feat and provided 3 Solana for a giveaway. And all you have to do to qualify is to comment on the posts that we put on the 7Cs_IO. That's it. There's no other entry requirements. Just go to the tweet, put on a comment, like it, retweet. You don't have to like or retweet. That's just there as a option. It just helps us with our awareness and spread of it. But again, all you have to do is comment, and then we will announce the winner of that next week during Booty Talk Monday. That's the big announcement for this week. I guess this kind of opens up the door that I'm starting to warm up to the idea of good collaborations with our ecosystem. Obviously I've got a very, very strict rule in the past of we don't really do collaborations or anything like that. But if they are a top tier or an upper tier type project that we can do a partnership or collaboration with, then it's something I'm willing to entertain. And, after a pretty in-depth discussion with the guys over at the Trojan team, I was happy to kind of move forward on this one. All right.
Did they approach you?
Huh?
Did they approach you? Or you approached them?
No. So I actually knew one of the guys who's involved on their team from something else. He actually made some introductions for my training apps for the project Qudis. For people who have heard of that, it's the crypto smart ring thing. And I was kind of sending him updates on the progress of, where we were at in terms of app development, where we were at with Steplead. And he basically just let me know that he had this event coming up for Trojan. And we just kind of started discussing it there. And then, when I mentioned that I was interested, he connected me directly with the founder of the project. And we just kind of took the conversation elsewhere. So yeah, wasn't approached or anything. It was just through one of my connections that he opened that door for us.
Cool.
Which is kind of cool. So
better.
Yeah. So if anyone has any questions on that one before I move on to the next one.
It's only for like traders, that thing?
I mean, you can use it to trade tokens. You can use it to, it's not open for just traders, even if you're only going in there to claim the 50 or whatever. Take a look around, see how their platform works. It's kind of got like a DEX or decentralized exchange sort of user interface. There's a lot of cool tools in there that you can kind of play around with. I do always say this regardless of the project. It doesn't matter if they're a tier 1 or a tier 2 or, whatever it is. Always proceed with these things with a degree of caution. So for me, I set up a brand new fresh wallet. I do this for every single project. So, I have obviously multiple wallets for the 7 Cs. I have a different wallet for my training apps. I have a different wallet for Steplead. I have a different one for Recode, a different one for Trippin' Apes. And that is just an additional security precaution just in case anything happens. Obviously, we're pretty confident on our security side of things here, but because I can't directly vouch, because I can't see what's under the hood for any other project, again, doesn't matter if it's even Binance, I'll have a separate wallet there. But yeah, if you're going to play around with it, I always suggest set up a completely new wallet and kind of treat each project as having its own wallet.
How do you set up a brand new wallet outside of because my Phantom, I have like, I don't know, maybe 15.
Use a new browser. You could use a different browser, like Chrome versus MetaMask or something else. But you should always do this because you never know what system is going to get compromised anywhere. And it could be staking, it could be anything. All of a sudden you sign a malicious code and it wipes everything out of that wallet. So that's why Riddick is saying this. It's one of the best things you could do in Web3.
Yeah. Now,
how many browsers are out there that you can?
For example, like how many Gmail addresses would you say you have?
Right now, I don't know. Maybe not too many. Maybe 3, but I use only like 2 of them.
Yeah. So you know how in the changes the profile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just a new browser. So for me, when I link my Gmail account and I switch between, that counts as a new browser.
Oh, so it could be just a Brave, just a new browser? That's it?
Yeah, it could be Brave, it can be Chrome, it can be... Is Mozilla Firefox still a thing? Or Opera? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
But you can do it all with Chrome. Chrome's the only browser that I use. You just switch in between the different profiles. Now, the one thing I'll also make this comment here. So you're using, this is just for, I guess, an example's sake. So you've got your Phantom wallet, right? Do you have different accounts within Phantom?
Yes.
Okay.
Like 15.
Yeah. So the problem, and Phantom doesn't really do a good job of providing documentation on that. Each one of those 15 accounts is tied to the same seed phrase. So if one of those accounts gets compromised and they get your seed phrase, they get access to them all. So that's why I've always been a big advocate on, treat a new browser for a new Phantom wallet or Brave wallet or Soulflare. You can even set them up that way, like set up Soulflare on the side. But always, try not to use multiple accounts within the same Phantom profile because they're all connected via one seed phrase. And obviously, if you want to go that really next extra step, try to look into, having a hardware wallet like Ledger, Tangem, or even a multi-sig.
I have Ledger, but it's also inside Phantom right now.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like that account, if that's in Phantom, like they can't make a transaction without your hardware wallet, sort of thing. It's just the unprotected one. So,
Right, okay.
like here, like on my, can you guys see my Phantom pop up there, or have they got it blacked out?
I don't know. It's too small.
Okay, but anyway, yeah,
I see it. Yeah, you have like the little.
yeah.
How you call
So
it?
this is like my 7Cs wallet. So these accounts are all tethered together with one seed phrase. So yeah, I keep that for my 7Cs.
Okay.
But if you want more advice on that too, because I know that's some technical information, you can DM me and I'm happy to walk anyone through it. So if anyone has any questions on it, just open a ticket and I can explain it more in detail. Just so it's even with the setting up multiple browsers and stuff.
Okay.
What else? With that, again, with their trading platform, set up a new wallet, and you don't even have to set up a wallet with them. You can sign in using Gmail and stuff like that if you want to go that extra safe route. And they provide you with an internal wallet that's powered by Privy, which is very well known in the industry. So it just kind of removes that need from needing to have a wallet as well.
Is that live already? That's my last question on that.
Yep. Pretty much it went live 5 minutes before I posted the tweet on the 7Cs. So they've been around for a long time. This is just their new expansion upgraded trading platform. They were, prior to this, predominantly a Telegram trading bot, and they've expanded now into proper platform. Aussie Matt, as far as farming, to be honest, I do not know the full details of the 50. You have to go in, and I think you have to complete one trade from memory. So, if you're going through that effort of, hey, open up an account, complete their requirements, think of it as I'm assuming, very similar to Battleship, where in order to progress to Chapter 2, there's some sort of requirements there. But they've made it very, very easy because, again, they're believers in their product, that they're like, hey, check this out. Here's $50 to get you in through the door. Maybe have some fun trading it or whatever it is. But, play around with it and have a look. All right. Moving on to Battleship. Moving on to, let's cover Medium first. Obviously, prior to this, I was doing a lot of the daily posts on X. I have moved a little bit away from that because it was getting a bit messy, on the 7Cs, one day doing Battleship, the next day doing, the 7Cs Sails of Fortune or Rising Tides. So I'm kind of moving more into the article type base where I'll just update the articles as each day is posted. The links for those are on each respective project page. So if anyone comes into the community asking, hey, what is the 7Cs? They can go to the About the Game 7Cs. It gives them a full breakdown of, the run model, the gameplay design, pirate lords, max levels, the whole line. Basically a white paper in article form. For people looking for, that basic setup, after the game's explained. It'll show kind of how to stake, how to create a pirate lord, how to level up, the recycling of level tokens, withdrawing and unlocking pirate lord slots, that sort of thing. And then I have my own daily tracker and results. So these are the Riddick strategies that I would deploy if I was entering in at a minimum level. And I've got this for all of the games. So you can see, as you scroll down, it's got each day that I'm checking in, etc., added to that mix. So yeah, for those who are playing the various games that we design and things like that, if you're curious as to how Riddick is playing the game, everything is kept track here. All right, so any questions on Battleship? Nope. How's everyone's progress on Battleship coming along?
For me, I stopped for now. I'm just collecting gold. Just waiting
Yeah.
to have more money. When I have more money, I will spend more. But for now, I'll stay there.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing. Like the way this is designed is, it's not like a typical Web3 game where you're spending a bunch of Solana to upgrade in hopes and with anything uncalculatable. This is a very calculated token arbitrage platform in which we supplement booty and gold based on fees on the first of every month. The way to think of it is more like yield staking of the token. So, or gamified yield staking. So you're basically, quote, staking gold and staking booty and earning booty and earning gold. And that's kind of how we've built this platform around. So it just kind of makes things a bit more fun, something to do with gold, something that ties up on-chain liquidity and, keeps things cycling through, which, kind of entertains it. So for me, my strategy, obviously I'm sitting on a shitload of booty, so I'm not really farming level 2 yet. I am on this account for, the small account purposes, but it's basically claiming gold and then using that gold to upgrade and increase the booty side of things. I got super, super lucky yesterday on my daily claim and pulled a mythic from like a 10-pack, which was awesome to see. So that boosted it up to 143 booty per day.
I'm very far from getting anything on the booty side. I'm only like a 520 or 560 or something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, it goes by pretty quick. That's the thing is, like, it's because we're supplementing it every month on the first every month. The emissions get updated as well. So, right now for my strategic level, I'm getting, let's say, 4,620, based on the amount of fees collected from treasure to gold and gems to booty or whatever. That increases pretty drastically every month. So, it's kind of, I guess the easiest way to explain it with most games, it's usually the first in, first out that win. But every month is a first in sort of thing. You're basically prepping, waiting for that missions increase. Let's see. Moving on to the 7 Seas. Any last minute questions on Battleship? So obviously, hang on, let me see here. Let's do a pack opening and see how we go while we're on stream. I bet I get all comments. 1, 2, rare. Yeah, 1 rare, that's not bad. And then we'll throw it in an upgrade and see what happens and see if we can get that to the ultra rare. I've been thinking, oh, there we go. Let's see if now I can get that to the epic. This is the degen nature. I've been wanting to do a challenge for Battleship and have a like a Solana prize or something for the first person that can record and send me a video of them going from 1 common all the way up to mythic. Like a pretty decent sizable reward. I think that'd be fun.
Just 1 common?
Yep. So basically the 20% by 20% by 20% by 20% by 20%. one common all the way to mythic.
I think that's. I mean, it's possible, obviously, mathematically, but it's almost impossible. It's like winning the lottery.
I mean, I managed to do it on Recode once. I got the video somewhere. But it would be
Lucky
kind of fun
bastard.
to see that play out. I may even do a couple of them and see how high I can get. Or we create a manual leaderboard to see who maintains the highest, and at the end of the month, whoever is the highest or most successful will get a booty prize. So, Jen, can you write that one down for me? I actually like that idea. We'll run that next month on the 1st of February. Starting from the 1st of February, whoever can, whoever can record a video of them upgrading a common to the highest rarity, and we'll just keep track of a manual leaderboard and do a prize at the end of the month. I think that'd be quite a bit of fun. All right, moving on to our meat and potatoes of the meal, the 7 Cs, Rising Tides. So obviously tonight we have the leaderboard, Pirate Lord dashboard, emissions going out. I did have some questions from users about why on like Thursday, Friday it shows less gold, etc. The thing to keep in mind, so at 00 UTC tonight, the emissions go out, which is technically a Tuesday. So on the, I guess 00 UTC tomorrow is technically day 1. So it's numbers wise, it's like 2 days behind Monday. So if you're only seeing, 10,000 on a Thursday, when, we talk about the emissions going out on Monday, that's pretty standard, just to make sure that's all clear. I know the 00 UTC is confusing, so I may have the boys change it to 11:59 p.m. UTC. That way there's no confusion of days. Let's see where I'm at for this week on our starter account. And I think this week it should put us roughly at about the 50% or 55% mark for ROI tracker. Where is it? Now, in the guide, I did actually upgrade this account to the automated, so that got deducted from my balance there from the tracker. Reason being, last week I forgot a couple of days. There we go. So yeah, 25K. So it's good to have the automation. Yeah, I claimed last week and I was like, wait, this doesn't seem right. And then I was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot. I had 2 days missing. Spinning the wheel. How's everyone enjoying that one? It's actually burned a shitload of booty. I actually may have the boys at a booty burned tracker there so people can see is that. Well, Ash, did you just pull that one then? Oh, nice. That's a very nice legendary pull. In terms of game progression with the wheel is the highest EV plus value on converting booty into levels and potentially gold or the rarer outcomes. The worst case scenario is a break even for the crew or item level tokens, but anything after those is a straight EV plus rather than leveling or buying the level tokens. So yeah, instead of buying level tokens, it's definitely more beneficial to spin the wheel.
You just remind me I need to buy battle tokens.
Well, spin
Getting
the
very
wheel, you may
low.
get it. I'll do one spin.
Last
See
time
what we
I
get.
did it one time and I got 200, so that was pretty good.
Oh, there we go. Captain level token, which I think, where's that at the moment?
I think it's 200.
Or 150, yeah,
The cap-
because we lowered. The ship level is incorrect right now. That should be 150. So I will have them change that tomorrow. I
I don't
just
buy levels, so for me it's a waste. But I mean, if I get him, I get him, right? But
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's as we talked about, it's not the amount of booty, it's the value of booty. So,
right.
as we've seen, holy shit, yeah, we had a nice little pump there. So we're at the 84 mark. There's only 0.0016 booty to go. And then, as promised, I will double the withdrawal daily limit from 250 to 500. So Solana's been getting a little bit of traction lately, which has been very, very nice to see.
2 big banks got cleared to make new ETF funds holding Solana. So that's what happened.
Yeah, I've seen those. And then did you see the announcement that X is going to incorporate Solana and Bitcoin payments?
Yeah, but he's had Rails built into Solana for like 3 years.
Yeah, but there's never been like major confirmation that it's coming soon. It's always been a lot of speculation.
That's true.
So, yeah, it's interesting to see it all playing out. I have my personal theories on it, which I don't mind sharing. But, Solana right now is kind of giving me vibes of like 2023 type or 2024 type Web3 projects where there's all these huge promises, but nothing ever happens to the price because the founders are selling on the back end. That's why the price never moves. And they're diluting supply. So, they talk about, hey, we've just partnered with Revolut. Hey, we've partnered with Visa. We've partnered with, these ETFs coming out, and yet the price isn't really moving.
There is one NFT project. It's like Cool Guy Vibes or something like that. Cool Party Vibes on Ethereum right now that is selling at all-time highs from like 2001. That's because those two guys launched an NFT that was already backed by a business that they had made.
Yeah.
So they did it the right way. They built the business first and then launched an NFT project for it.
Yeah, and that's the secret. Like with any business, you have to have some degree of revenue flow to keep the base costs covered. I've seen many posts on Twitter over the last couple of months of major projects shutting down. As of yesterday, our earliest competitor in the space announced that they're closing down. Their fruit went very rotten. So, they're basically gone, which makes us the longest standing idle staking game on Solana.
Let me guess. Heist?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Since you said fruit.
And yeah, I mean, I put a post, I didn't mention them or anything on Twitter, just saying, it
Right.
sucks seeing that meta where these founders raise, 7 figures to build a project, and, not much gets put into it because, and, we've heard the claims that, hey, this is expensive. Like I heard that one of our competitors in the space, they had like a $30,000 a month development budget. I can tell you that based on the 7 Cs, I don't believe that for a fucking second. And you kind of start to ask yourself, well, what happened to that 7 figures? And then, they let the prices deteriorate and say, hey, guess what? We're going to give you a conversion value into our new game, which we're going to raise more 7 figures for. And, unfortunately, the only logical place that those funds go are in their pockets. So, but yeah, they announced closure of the Heist yesterday and offered, the couple of dollars that each NFT is worth conversion value into their new game, which is going to be supposedly a Wolf of Wall Street trading simulator. They're trying to go the same pathway that Addicted is going, where there's no NFTs, no tokens, and basically trying to jump into the build a game every month and then let it deteriorate until the next game sort of thing, which I really strongly disagree with. I think it's very toxic to Solana. We need to see more projects building for the long term and the stability. So, yeah, I'm just happy that the 7 Cs is coasting along slow and steady. We're seeing the growth. The I don't know if anyone follows the holder numbers. I check in on them daily, but we're gaining a couple of new followers each day. So I think since November, we're up 40% in terms of our holders. I think we're at 220 at the end of chapter 1. So up nearly 100 holders. It's slow, it's steady, but it's still progressing. It's still a step forward rather than a step back, which is very nice to see. What else? So for the 7 Cs, we do have a new feature coming in probably towards the end of the month. It is going to be a super spin where you burn a captain and you get a super spin, and there's going to be a very nice multiplier on all of the outcomes. It isn't going to be, one spin. Basically, you'll get X amount of spins with the multiplier. That way, let's say worst case scenario, you land on a crew level token. You kind of feel a little bit fucked over. So we want to make sure that there's some diversity in there as well. That also gives, some decent value for those low level NFTs rather than buying some booty. You've got the option to pick up a captain and burn it from supply. Yeah, Cuzzy Matt, I got that sorted a couple of months back. That was before we launched the Trip and Ape Tribe trait packs with the randomization and stuff like that. So that's why you're seeing some of those randomizations, like even with Battleship having, unlocking packs. There's randomization aspects there. So yeah, we got all that sorted, which was very nice to see, because now we can kind of have some fun with it. And I just burned through way too many ships. Let's see if we get an upgrade here at uncommon. Yeah, I mean, I did another post last week on, the jailed.fun. The post that their founder put up bragging about how they've run a $50 million Ponzi scheme, how their last game did like $4 million of revenue. And I just commented going, how stupid are you? Like you're publicly bragging as a US resident about something that is very, very illegal. Just because it's Web3, it doesn't give founders or these quote project executives that they give themselves title permission to launch businesses that are illegal without the correct businesses registered, without licensing, and without being compliant. All right. Any follow-up questions on Sails of Fortune? All right. So on that note, I'll kind of stop the recording here, and I'll get that uploaded to YouTube so people can watch back later, and then we can finish off the last 15 minutes with community chat, and if people want any questions answered or anything. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into Booty Talk. Until next week.